the illiterate of the 21st century are not the people who can't read and write, but people who can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. So really, as educators, as teachers, we have to keep learning. And as I said often, life is about learning. And as you go through life, the two become inseparable. So I think it's really critical for our faculty not to think that they know it all just because they're teachers and they've got that power equation, but to be humble enough and to really reflect on the need to grow as people and grow as teachers.
I think the teachers that I'm working with here in Inventure are marvelous. It's a real tribute to the institution that they are so cohesive. They have both initiative and energy, and they are really, really passionate about their school, its ideology, and the fact that they want to be part of its future. And that's the second and most important point. Education and training and professional development prepares people for the future. It's not about reaction to the past. So it's not of what you couldn't do before, it's what you can do now.
If you look at education, it is the one field which has not really changed very much. The way we're educating our children today is not so different from how we got educated.
It's no longer enough that we just take one textbook and say, if you have read it, that's enough. It's no longer enough to say that reading a book is a pastime. Kids are going to want far more than that. So equipping teachers to teach in the future means a mix of technology, of new products, familiarity, keeping the vision and the passion the same.
One constant in life is change. So really feel that education sector needs to evolve, not just for today's needs, but 16, 20, 30 years down the road.
We never sit down with a parent and treat them as somebody who needs full information, right? We're always hiding behind locked doors. We're difficult to access, right? And then when they come in, a parent generally comes in being extremely defensive. Then the words like experimental is what they will throw at you, right? Whereas if we had open classrooms, if parents could walk in and sit in a class at any time, if there were people who would converse with them and share with them what this new pedagogy is all about, are they going to say no? You never say no for what's good for your child.
The other great thing about a program like this is that they actually experience experiential learning, which is what Inventure believes that students should have the benefit of, right? So they think, they reflect, they act, and they experiment with stuff.
People are talking about education, they're talking about investing in education, they're thinking of the future of this country. Never in the time of India has this position been there, right? Never. Is this not a time to get up and grab it? And if we can feel that pulse of that energy that's coming out of disruption, then we know that we can be disruptive too.
We didn't come into this setting up a school saying, hey, we know it all. In fact, we came to this saying, we actually don't know very much about the field of education. But A, we're willing to ask the right questions. B, we're willing to speak to various stakeholders and take on what they think. And 3, bring really our wider world experience in terms of what we think would be relevant and important.
I feel that there should be a headline in the paper saying, watch this space. Because I think that the momentum that is being unleashed over here is definitely going to make it a very unique and special school. And so I think that that's what I would say. Watch this space.